I promised you that we'd come back to the Mercedes AMG Petronas Formula 1 team, and I have kept my promise. We're back in Brackley at the entrance to the factory. But before we go inside, I wanted to show you the board at the entrance. You can see lots of laurels here, and the team put them up for every race win that they have. This year, of course, they have had a lot, which means we're running out of space. We're only up to the German Grand Prix here, and I would say we've probably got a laurel and a half's width left. Not great considering the strength of the team this year, but I wanted to show you something because I've heard from a little bird that between the Monaco Grand Prix and the Austrian Grand Prix, of course we had Canada, Red Bull won, Daniel Ricciardo. Red Bull very cheekily came and put a Red Bull sticker in between the two. Well, maybe it wasn't Red Bull, but I can kind of imagine Daniel Ricciardo crawling through the hedge to put his sticker there. Maybe not. Let's go inside. So, the Mercedes AMG Petronas Formula 1 team's Experience Centre. Lots of cars to get started with, and to get you rather excited, this is a 50% wind tunnel model. It's a 2010 car. It's pretty tiny. They actually use 60% now. So let's go on upstairs, keep on going through the Experience Centre. If we look down here, we can see the Brawn GP car. Obviously that won in 2009 with Jenson Button, another wind tunnel model. But come up here and you can see the full-size car. Rubens Barrichello and Jenson Button, but Jenson Button taking the championship for Brawn GP. And you can see that this was the championship winning car because a lot of Brazilian sponsors on there showing that they won the championship in the last race of the season. Let's go on upstairs and see some more cars on our way through to the Experience Centre. So I showed you the wind tunnel model downstairs, the 50%. Actually behind here is the Mercedes wind tunnel. The 50% 2010 car downstairs, upstairs, full size 2010. But let's see one of the more recent ones. This is the 2011 car. It's a demo car. It's actually a working car. Lewis Hamilton's driven it with the red arrows. It's been driven at Goodwood. But the most important thing I want to show you is the front wing. Look at the nose. It's so different to what we have now in 2014. The rules have changed. The nose has to be so much lower now. They said it was for safety, but a lot of people question that. They wonder whether, in fact, it could be more dangerous having a low nose. But here you can see much higher in 2011. So to see more cases of the evolution of the Formula 1 rules, let's go around here and see what the guys at Brackley call the exploded car. And you can see why all the parts of the car set out separate from each other. And this car dates back pre-2006, and we can tell that because it's a V10 engine. So much talk this year about the V6s, people worrying about the sound compared to the V8s, but go back even further and we have V10s. You can see that because 5 exhausts on one bank and 5 on the other. What an incredible feat of engineering to put all of this out and about. Incredible. Let's go around and see Nico and Lewis's helmets and race suits. So on the right-hand side, we've got Nico Rosberg's helmet and his race suit. Obviously, he's got a different helmet this year. He told me himself that he wasn't even happy with his helmet design. So this year, he's gone for a black one. Last year, though, it was all about the yellow. If we look down there, we've got a hands device. Now, that became mandatory in Formula 1 in 2003. It connects to the helmet and makes sure that the driver's head, neck, and back all stay aligned. Some gloves, a balaclava, and then we've got Lewis Hamilton's helmet and his race suit. Again, a different helmet design for Lewis Hamilton this year. Very, very different to the very yellow one that he was sporting last year. But actually, it's much easier now. A lot of the commentators were struggling to tell the difference between Lewis and Nico. Same team, yellow-coloured helmets. This year, it's easier to tell them apart. Here is a very old gearbox casing. They look slightly different nowadays. They're much sleeker, but they're still made of the carbon fibre. And next to it, a V8 engine. I showed you the V10 in the exploding car, then it became the V8, and now, of course, we have the V6. Why not comment below and tell me what you think of the V6 engines? Did you prefer more noise? Or perhaps you like the V6 and it's added something different to Formula 1? This year, Pirelli have bought harder wearing tyres for the teams and drivers. We've had no exploding tyres like we did at Silverstone, where Lewis Hamilton was one of the victims of that. Here we've got the full range of the tyres available to the drivers. We've got the hard, the medium, the soft, super soft, and then the intermediates and the full wets. Now over here, I just wanted to show you, there's the wooden plank on the other side of the exploding car. Now this has got little holes in it, some bigger than others, ready to put the ballast in. Just incredible to think that there's a wooden plank at the bottom of a Formula 1 car. The Mercedes AMG Petronas Formula 1 team has lots of sponsors, IWC being one of them, the watch brand. So we've got a range of movements here, we've got a very expensive watch and a lovely pocket watch as well. And then come over here and we've got more displays. So we've got some incredible watches here, 4 of them under the lights. Look at these absolutely beautiful watches from IWC. And IWC and Mercedes AMG have had a very long relationship. If we look in here, there's a camshaft from an AMG engine, as well as some drive gears, just looking beautiful underneath the lights. Up here on the wall, we've got Nico Rosberg in his car being released from the pit. Look at his pit crew, and I just want to make a point and show you, look at this. This is Mercedes racing in a bygone era, and what have we got? We've got the pit crew with nothing in terms of protection. No helmet, no fireproof overalls, and even if we look here, the driver is smoking. He's got a towel over his head while the guy behind him pours fuel into the engine. This just would not happen today. You definitely would not catch Nico Rosberg or Lewis Hamilton or any of the drivers smoking in the cockpit. So much success here in Brackley over the years. Let's go and check out all the trophies to show the incredible achievements of the teams here. The site here at Brackley has seen so many teams over the years. There was British American Racing, then it became BAR Honda, then Braun GP, and then Mercedes GP, and of course now Mercedes AMG Petronas. And over the years there's been a lot of drivers. There's been the likes of Olivier Panis, Takuma Sato, Rubens Barrichello, Jenson Button, Michael Schumacher, and of course now Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton, creating an amazing trophy cabinet. But one that's really caught my eye here is one of the more modern ones. This is from the Austrian Grand Prix 2014, and I've been told that there are a lot more trophies from this year on the other side of the factory, which I, and I'm sure you, will want to see. We're on the other side of the factory now, and I have got an exclusive for you. Yes, this is the 2015 Mercedes AMG Petronas Challenger. Okay, I'm joking. It's actually a soapbox derby car that some interns that were working here have designed, and it's won a trophy, which I will show you in a minute. But first, I want to show you the trophies that the team have won this year. 24 trophies in total. The team's been on the podium at every single race. Absolutely amazing, starting, of course, with Nico Rosberg's win in Melbourne at the beginning of the season. We've then got the first and second place with the winning Constructors' Trophy for Malaysia. We've got the Chinese Grand Prix. We've got the Bahrain Grand Prix. There are some trophies here from 2013 as well, and then we pick up again here in the Spanish Grand Prix 2014, second place there. We've got the Canadian Grand Prix, we've got Monaco, of course, Nico Rosberg winning for the second time in a row at Monaco, and then down here we've got the Chinese Grand Prix as well, the second place. Just an amazing array of trophies, and 24. There are some more over there as well. I'm going to go look at those too. So I mentioned that the soapbox derby car won a trophy. Here it is, Mercedes AMG Petronas trophy winner at the Brackley Soapbox Derby. What a cool little trophy there. I like that. Then we saw the Austrian first place over in the Experience Centre. We've now got the second place here, and then the trophy that Lewis Hamilton had a little chat about on the podium at Silverstone. I'm just going to pick it up because I want to see exactly what he was meaning. Yeah, and I can kind of see that. Not really like the other more robust ones, shall we say, that we've seen throughout the years. Then we've got the one from Germany, and then the latest here from the Hungaroring. Now, 8 races still remain. That means there's 24 trophies up for grabs, and I reckon there's still space for a few more here in Brackley.
Criminal charges to be dropped if a settlement is paid and agreed by all the parties concerned, which is what's happened.
Fixed fruit and sometimes milk with plain cereal. Let's get cooking.